Sports. All eyes are on Jamar Chase. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Bengals and the Raiders, next on EA Sports.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. On first down, Griggs. And his first pass is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
This defense for the Bengals, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Fielded at about the 28. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Play fake here on 1st down.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Now, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 19 carries, 89 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in the running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready?
The slot man in motion right. Here's a 2nd and 7. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll look to throw here on first down. He will find his man Chase complete. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there, ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Griggs. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Griggs. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Slot man moves right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. A tight one, 8-7 our score after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Back to throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Delay of game.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now they'll run on the draw. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now that's a gain of 6 on the first down run. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now receiver in motion left.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now here come the Raiders.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake. Griggs.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Griggs.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. The 30. 10, 5. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really...
And now off to the races down the right side.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Rondale Moore
with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Slot man moves right. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 10.
Yellow, line, check pink, check white, opposite, green.
Operating from the gun, Griggs. He gets this one to Boyd. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like
into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
That's complete. It's Collins.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
Now back to throw. This will be caught at about the 3. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Collins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
De'Ami Brown.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McPherson now for the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it's De'Ami Brown who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Go street. Back to 60. Hurt.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
So on 4th down, on is Evan McPherson and the Bengal field goal unit. McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
So out come the Raiders.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get over to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Griggs. They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. On 1st and 10, Griggs escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43. Again, he'll drop to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will see. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Let's go.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, it's loose, and the Raiders have it. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Griggs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
This one fielded at the 5.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Griggs, 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Griggs. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
That's complete to Troutman, right side.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Back to throw again.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Jacobs going to try to mill it. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check right.
Operating from the gun. Griggs. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Looking to throw. Griggs. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on first down. Griggs. He finds his man. Complete. That's Boyd.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. Got a man and he hits him in stride. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw. Griggs. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Tyler Boyd from 10 yards out. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
And that's complete to Brown. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to take another shot here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this